Yo, what's going on? So I gotta do this in the morning because like I was reading some comments and now I'm driving, but that same vigor won't be with me later on. So it is what it is. This is in response to a response that I read about when I said who needs a two-seater. And then the individual goes on to write, and thank you for writing, by the way. This is not an attack. This is now just a discussion. And they wrote, collectors like an accurate representation. Now, I'm going to cuss, but that's just who I am, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, please, rebuttal back. And if you're not the cussing type, you know what I'm saying, bleep me out, I'm sorry. But when the fuck have we ever gotten an accurate representation of any fucking thing? I would say I'm a collector. I've not always been a collector of toys, but I've always been a collector. It went from shoes to hats to cologne, sunglasses. I've collected. So, that being said, let's take Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, for example, right? The Playmates Turtle Van, right? That's a toy, right? So, and I know somebody gonna say you can't find it in the toy aisle. My friend, DC Multiverse is in the motherfucking toy aisle. I don't know if you know or who them told you wrong. So I done already shut that shit down, get off the keyboard. Not just you. But nothing about the Turtle Van is not fucking even close to accurate to the cartoon. Damn near no turtle, nobody in the goddamn line was accurate. But I understand why it was the way it was. Okay, fair enough. Let's keep it pushing, right? Let's find something else in that price range. When I get certain Transformers, when I get certain G.I. Joe, because I only collect G.I. Joe, Transformers, the Thundercats and stuff, even higher end quality shit is not 100% accurate. And I even said in the video, well, if you are a collector and you want, an accurate representation, Hot Toys got you covered, homie. You're just gonna be spending $700. So life is 100%, regardless of collecting, regardless of careers, regardless of whatever we do in life. Every decision we make in life as adults is about choices and trade-offs. That's it. 100%. There's no middle ground. Choices and trade-offs. Is it worth to you? Is it worth to you to get the accuracy or spare your pockets and have something there? I don't quite remember, and it might very well have been, and I'm not even going to justify saying it was just a 6-inch line, but did the Kenner Batmobile? I don't know. I didn't have that Batmobile. So, and to go against McFarlane, like I told you, I'm not no fanboy. So he gave us a one-seater Batmobile of one of the top 2 most popular Batmobiles that exist, with one of the most popular Batmans that exist to this day. DC Collectibles gave us the animated series, and that's a big fucking Batmobile. Like, there's no reason that goddamn thing needs to be that big. That is the biggest Batmobile of them all in McFarlane's line right now, lengthwise. And so, yeah, there really was no excuse. I don't even know what the fuck he was thinking. Now, there's no excuse. But I'm saying, we get it as a one-seater. Like, that's kind of, it's obvious, but people complain, especially for that price. If that thing had came out the way it is now, because you can get that damn thing anywhere, but if it had flooded the market like it does now, or like the DC Direct does, how can you use that as hate? It's like, okay, dude, you just got to figure in a vehicle for $70. What the fuck is the problem? What's the issue? What more do you fucking want? Yes, this was a fuck up. I will give saving grace and say the Batmobile since have been two-seaters. That's a damn lie, because I think, actually, GameStop, damn you, I still don't have my Batman Forever. I think I was told that was a one-seater. But was the Batman Forever ever a two-seater? That, again, I don't know. Not my favorite Batmobile. I've watched the movie, but rarely did I don't ever remember there being 2 people. Now, I know the Batman and Robin one that George Clooney was in, where it looked like basically a Formula Racer car with no hood, was a one-seater, but, yeah, I'm saying that to say this. I'm not a businessman. I just choose my battles. And if there was a more accurate representation of the Batmobile, and if I personally as a collector felt that strong about it, I would have got the Hot Toys one. Like, that's gonna, for the most part, appreciate in value way more than the McFarlane one is. The reason why the McFarlane one seems to appreciate more and more is because of scarcity, and it's an entry-level collection. It's entry level. And don't get me wrong, once again, I'm gonna put a picture up. I was laughing with my friend a couple of days ago. Deathstroke. I think he needs to go ahead and just admit there are 4 different like levels to his toys. When Deathstroke first came out, that was just McFarlane. There was no golden label, none of that shit. It was just, yo, I'm having fun making toys, here you go. That Deathstroke looked phenomenal. To quote it as Uncle Tim, and to actually mean it, that figure was amazing. That shit was badass. Then the second Deathstroke, which I picked up, was like 45% less quality. I had to like pen and ink that motherfucker myself to give it details. And then we got the Deathstroke now. I'm just like, yo, what was the point? In my humble opinion, I believe it's just like, look, we got that mold, let's put as little effort as we can into that bitch to make something off of it and just delete that design. Like, let's squeeze, you know, if you got the ketchup bottle and you got just that little bit down at the bottom and you got to, back in the day we used to put a little water in there just to mix it up and squeeze the last little bit of it out. I said back in the day, like I don't do that shit now. But yeah, like I just feel like that's just squeezing it out. So, but the reason why like I can defend on the same note, and I do get what you're saying, I'm not trying to discredit. I'm gonna go back and read the rest of it. Because I'm not even gonna act like I read the entire thing. I get where it was going, so this is not a knock. It's just me. We can't sit, you know, face to face. I am gonna start adding links. I need to update my fucking Instagram or something so that I can do like video responses and, you know, people sending their video stuff. I need to just stop being fucking lazy. But with that being said, that's why I defend McFarlane, but I'll also shit on McFarlane. Because what I will say, and like, I just had a video last night that let's celebrate some of the good shit. As a matter of fact, what I was celebrating, don't worry, this is like a country road. I was celebrating this. Why was I celebrating it? And why is it in here? I put that on the video too. Like I broke his hand. Because I mean, it still shouldn't have broke. But of the SH figure arts I've bought, I'm not even gonna justify, yeah, his hand broke. But I'm going to exchange it because I do want SH figure art Son Goku Super Saiyan. Let's celebrate that shit. Yo, like, I see people and they do say stuff, but I don't think I need to look because I've only just gotten into the SH figure arts game, which I'm loving. Can't believe I ever did Dragon Stars. That was me being cheap. That right there, it wasn't lack of money because the difference between prices is not that big. Because how am I gonna have a $20 Dragon Stars? I think that's for kids who like Dragon Ball, really. Bandai, the like smaller $12 ones, that shouldn't even exist. The Dragon Stars, because honestly, they're not that far off from price. Like, it's not a night and day price difference. For the quality, it's not even a plethora of accessories you get with SH figure arts that I've gotten so far. It's necessary accessories. Like, how many Spider-Mans have we bought where you just get like one wall crawling hand and one little way? Like, put everything, like anything in your mind's eye Spider-Man would do or had did in that costume, it needs to be in the box. Not recycles, in the box. My Goku with the black hair, he don't do instant transmission. Guess what? He doesn't have the instant transmission hands. Guess what? Super Saiyan Goku, especially Super Saiyan, no, he did a Super Saiyan 1, look. He has the instant transmission hands. Fucking worth it. Worth it. Yes, they're $34, which leads me to believe when I got into collecting Dragon Stars 3 years ago, SH figure arts wasn't $35. And if it was, hey, money well spent. Because I damn sure still dropped $35 on NECA. And we all know how the quality of NECA used to be. So, as long as the trajectory is going up, I don't mind the toy company, but McFarlane, for the most part, has always been transparent. I'm still gonna talk mad shit if I get a piece of shit. I've personally received, like I said, the fucking janitor could have autographed my comic book. He didn't have to do that shit. Who the fuck leaves a comment and like, nigga, sign this shit and mail it back to me on your dime? What? Would have ripped that shit up and wiped my ass with it. But no. So, but I do like these conversations. And once again, it's not a knock. I do talk shit. I love to talk shit. But I do get what you're saying. But I'm like, then I would go buy the higher end stuff, which I've considered. That shit is just too goddamn big. That's why I don't like the 12-inch. I don't know. I still don't know how to call it the whatever you call it, the 19-inch line. Whatever the fuck the actual terminology, I'll still never get it. I don't use the metric system. Hey, I don't like 12-inch figures. That's just too damn big. Now, if I was a sparingly collector of figures, like if I was a Batman fanatic, then yeah, I would get like, to head up my collection, the giant 12-inch Batman, and then like just little knickknacks. But it's just not my cup of tea. Even if I had a mansion, it's not my cup of tea. I'd rather get like a life-size figure. But anyway, don't want to make this too damn long. For y'all who think like literally unless I crash into a tumbleweed, I'm not gonna crash. But I don't suggest people do what the fuck I'm doing right now. So that being said, please comment. Like, how do you feel? Like, I'm kind of more upset at GameStop. I'm getting antsy, but I'm like, as long as I get it, I'll get it. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna complain. Come on, GameStop, what the fuck? Get your shit together. I got a review to do. Hey, the way I see it, that's $90 I don't have to pay out of my pocket right now, and I don't have to worry about where the fuck am I gonna put it. But I know I'm gonna get it, and it lights up, and it comes with Alfred. It was $100, but with the GameStop Pro military discount, my points just from buying figures, you know, the hobby feeding itself. It's not a lot, but it feeds itself. Hey, $25 is $25. That's another fucking figure. So, yeah, that's my response. Like, as long as there's something in the market to rebuttal. Hey, look at my Batwing review. There was Spin Master and shit. Like, that 100 fucking %, like, no. And that was 100% cash grab. You can't tell me otherwise. There was no middleman because it was on the McFarlane website. It was an original design, designed by you, and it was a piece of shit, a $300 piece of shit. Nah. So don't ever get that shit twisted. But I'm about to get up out of here so I don't get in trouble. I gotta show my ID. Ooh, yeah.